So thank you very much for this opportunity. This is to promote the event called Arena 2016. Arena stands for ASEAN Real Estate Network Alliance. This arena was signed here by Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents and Singapore Institute of Estate Agents, and also the Philippine one. So this is the event that will be held in Bangkok this coming August 76 to 77. And this is at the Hanuman Grand Hotel. Anyone know the Hanuman Grand Hotel? It is it is in the heart of the shopping area. So bring 2 big luggage. We can carry something back. So this is will be happening. Scroll down, please. And you can see the registration there, EAT 50 something that will be easily to be jotted down. And scroll down further. This is the layout plan. There will be a seminar room for 300 seats like this, and also 40 booths. You can bring your colleagues to have a booth over there, and also can join us. There will be brokers. This event is mainly for brokers. So there will be, here should not be for brokers, maybe agents. Agent, broker, will be when broke. No broker. Agent. No realtor also. Agents here. So you will be grown up. So in this case, you can join us. There will be different agents from different organizations. And here is the list of the co-hosts and sponsors. Like the Thai Presso Foundation and something else, and there will be the Malaysian Institute of Estate Agent, also one of our co-hosts. So this is the case, and then this is our conference program, and this conference program, I will scroll down. Yeah, there will be 2 days, but you can see in very details. Already 2 weeks. Scroll down further. This is the registration form. The fee is only $100. $100 only for the registration. You pay us, not we pay you. To $100 only, very cheap. And there will be also intensive study visit, real estate study visit. You will see the very luxury condominiums, maybe $10,000 per square meters, and also popular housing or something. So there will be a variety of real estate for you to see as well. So this is the event that you can see. Maybe going up again. Up, please. Up. I mean going down, please. To the front. Yeah. Front, up. Yes. So kindly join us in August 26th to 27th. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you, Dr. Choice. Very cheap. Make sure you put this in your calendar and book your.
And thank you for the invitation to attend MAREC'16. So far, it's been a very informative conference, and I look forward for the continuation tomorrow. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about NAR and its events for the year. As you know, the National Association of Realtors is America's largest trade association in the country. We have over 1.1 million members who are involved in all aspects of the residential and commercial real estate industries. So if you have a pen and paper, I'd like for you to mark these dates, and hopefully some of you will come and join our events, and hopefully you will learn a lot from these events. On May 16th to the 14th, the National Association of Realtors have a Realtors Legislative Meeting and Trade Expo in Washington, D.C. And this conference is focused on public policy in the real estate industry, where we meet with legislators to discuss legislative issues that affect property owners to protect private property rights. So international delegates are more than welcome to attend, and it is an opportunity to visit with and learn from the most influential political action committee in the world. And the second conference that we have is the International Realtor Conference, and this will be held in Korea. It will be in August through September the 3rd. And this International Realtor Conference is in Korea, and all participants will be there, and they're all from the ASEAN region, including European regions. Our members are coming also, so it's a great way to come attend and mingle with all the realtors from all over the world, and especially in the ASEAN region. And the third one, and I think that's the most important one, is on November 3rd to the 7th. And this is the Realtors Conference and Expo. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. And all of you are welcome to come. And while you're there, you can go to Disney World, Universal Studios, and you know Orlando is a very touristy place, and it's a perfect way to bring your family and attend the conference at the same time. So the other thing that I'd like to bring up is the International Realtor membership. And this membership has a lot of benefits that will help you stay connected and build your global business. So I'll be sticking around at the reception and after. If you have any questions, please feel free to come up to me and ask me those questions, and hopefully I'll have some answers for you. And MIEA is a bilateral partner of the National Association of Realtors, so whatever NAR has to offer, it is also open to members of MIEA. So if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to go to MIEA and get some answers. Okay, and I'm also around to answer any of your questions as the President's liaison to Malaysia. Thank you.
Thank you, Indra. Well, we are there now, at the anchor. This is the final session before our cocktail party later. The Next Generation Leadership Forum. The panel discussion brings together real estate agency principals below 35 years old to discuss leading-edge ideas and practices, providing insights to trends that will transform the real estate industry in the next decades to come. Moderating this session is obviously the distinguished Mr. Stephen Q. Stephen is registered estate agent with a career in real estate, spending 32 years. He was the president of MIEA in 2001 to 2003, and a board member of Board of Valuers as appraisers and estate agents from 1998 to 2003. 1998 to 2004. Stephen was also awarded the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award by MIEA in 2015. He's presently the managing partner of the estate agency firm Hackers and Struggles. Besides estate agency work, Stephen is also founder, shareholder of Malaysia's first real estate investment trust, Axis REIT, which is listed on the KL Stock Exchange. Axis REIT is Malaysia's biggest industrial REIT with assets in excess of 2 billion Malaysian ringgit. Stephen sits as an ExCo board member of Axis REIT and is a substantial shareholder of it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's invite the moderator, Mr. Stephen Q.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The next session we are doing, Next Generation Leadership Forum. This is a subject matter which I think is very close to the hearts of many of us. If you look across the hall, you will notice that there is a very great difference. You have a lot of very elderly practitioners, baby boomers, people like myself who are past 50, though people say I'm younger than that, but it's past 50, and there's many of us here who are 60s and things like that. At the same time, of course, you will notice that the award winners, the people who are the top performers, real estate negotiators, are all very young. They are all in their 20s, early 30s, and one thing you can't doubt is things have changed. The way we do real estate, you will notice classified ads has got thinner and thinner, sometimes to the extent of certain things which used to occupy 4 pages now collapsing into 1. But at the same time, you find that the way the young people do marketing and leading is very, very different. So today we're going to have 3 agents, young agents below 35 years old, who are running their own marketing teams. How you recruit negotiators, how you motivate them, how you make them stay with you is very, very different from the elder generation years where, it's like a school of hard knocks. So I'm going to invite 3 of them in no particular order. Number 1, we have Mr. Hold on. If you're short-sighted, you have a lot of problems. Okay, so the first will be Mr. Tay Yang Kian from Knight Frank. Then we have Mr. Ben Lee from 3 Acres Real Estate. And the last would be Mr. Raphael Wong from Real Estate Finders. I will not go into introducing them because I've told them to try to share with us as much as possible about themselves. You will know that they are young, handsome, and probably available. So they will share with you as much as they can, no holds barred. And at the end of the day, we hope that there will be great take-home value. To kickstart the whole thing, maybe the first thing that would be good if the 3 gentlemen could share with us maybe the subject matter of why they chose real estate as a profession, what was your motivation, maybe a little bit about your education into the real estate area, and maybe are you the owners of your various firms, how many negotiators do you have, and maybe take it from there. Okay. So in no particular order, maybe take, right?
Yang Kian.
Okay. Maybe I'll pass it to you first.
Thank you, Stephen. Hello, everybody. Start with me. Okay, I'm with Knight Frank for 11 years. I joined Knight Frank 2005, sorry. After I spent a year of my university, my 1 year of internships in New Zealand, Christchurch. In fact, I got a permanent job there, doing valuations. Then I got back to Malaysia and I've been Knight Frank ever since. So in Knight Frank itself, I've been involved in valuations, and for 4 years in valuations for various property. And started off after that, my chairman and Eric and Saki, they have opened up a branch in Knight Frank, Cambodia. That's where I also spent my 2 years there. And then I returned now, I specialize in property leasing. Why I chose to go into property is basically, since young I inspired by my mom. I think she's the one who actually, get this going. And that's where, from her, those days in the brokerage background, and that's where it got me going. And ever since then, seeing her doing that, I set my goal and I tell her that this is what I want. This is something that I would like to pursue in real estate industry. And that really, she really get me going. And that's where, given an opportunity to study in New Zealand for 3 years, and then I did my bachelor's degree. I managed to get a job there for a year, and I decided to return. And basically that's the background and how I get it. And I really enjoy real estate. And as of where now, I found where I like to do, which is corporate leasing. That's where the strength and the focus of what I'm offering my service to my client. Yes, I have a team of 5 full-time team members. and they are all full-time salary staff, and also they get incentives too. So for myself, I also last year been made the equity partner for Knight Frank. So thank you for my bosses and my senior partners who's actually given me this opportunity, which I've been through the journey, put in my passions, and a journey that made me, and they've given this opportunity for that. I really thank them for that opportunity. Thank you.
Ben?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ben from 3 Acres Real Estate. Basically, I have been in this industry for about 6.5 years, right after graduation. At the moment, I am the principal and director of 3 Acres Real Estate, and our company has been established for about 2.5 years and is running well. The reason I choose real estate because firstly, I majored in real estate when I was in university, and at that time when I can say the university chose me first instead of I chose the subject. But at the time when I was 19 years old, I believe when you're 19 years old, you don't know where to go, you don't know what's your direction. But so fortunate for me, throughout the 4 years of university, I felt this industry is quite interesting and really can make money. That's why right after graduation, I become a real estate agent. After that, and so fortunate, and with the last time I was studying in Singapore, and with this Malaysia system, right after become negotiators, they can become a PEA.
They come to with us in my department. They have come for like 2 months and they quit. It's because they don't have the passions, they don't have the drive, they don't really feel what they want to do, so they don't have the focus. So those people that some come, we share the vision, we tell them the team, they have a great team. This is how we do it better. How can we take it to the next level? So training, of course, market remuneration package is there, and a great teamwork. And this is the thing that we are always there to encourage them. Also, we also make them feel like they are part of the ownership of the business in terms of they are responsible. We empower, we delegate them to do the thing. So they run the show, they write the email, we supervise. So that's for them. We share the thing, the vision for them, and they feel they're part of the thing. And this is how those people with the right attitude, and these are the people that we want, and these are the people that we constantly try to look for. It's not easy to find, but sometimes we must be able to find that one and train them up as well. So this is sometimes the challenge also to find the right people.
For my opinion, I think it's a bit difficult to generalize people in terms of hardship or less hardship tolerant. But I do admit that for Gen Y, we are less 3D tolerance, which we don't like dirty, difficult, and dangerous job. That's why we debated about this Bangladesh workers issue recently. But come to real estate industry, because real estate industry is not 3D, not difficult, not dirty, and not dangerous. I do things that basically they are no different in personality. Just that I can say Gen Y are more demanded in competition. But in this industry, I believe this is good. Yeah, so that with the what is they call hungriness, they have pushed themselves to the max. And one more thing is for motivation. Same as well. I believe I can see Gen Y is a bit unable to control, but actually in my agency we have a few Gen Z which are working like this. I see them more unable to control. Sometimes don't even reply call, don't even reply SMS, but end up they produce sales. Okay, they have their way to do, which is out of my concern, but I believe every generation have their what is they call way to do, and we have to accept it. Rafael?
Well, what I feel is that people need to be given a clear direction, because nowadays we have a lot of distraction, right? And people tend to do more things in one time. So we need to be given a clear direction so that we can save time, because they want to get things done easily, but in short period of time. So if you give them clear directions, they will know, hey, I just follow this system, and this system will get me from point A to point B. So you give them the system, and they will just work it out. Don't try to control them. Give them the system, and let's see how it works. I'm actually feel that more to finding the best in them. To find the best in them and let them work with it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Raphael. There are successful teams like those that you run. Whilst out there, you will also notice, in fact, if you look at classifieds, you will notice that almost every week or every other week, there is a firm giving up their registration. Almost every week, you will see firms giving up registration. So that means they had an agency, they had a sales team, and for some reason, it just disintegrated. So you have successful ones like yourself, you're able to manage a team and move it forward successfully. So on the flip side of it, you find that there are also many others who cannot get it going. Okay? So what do you think is important for you as a team leader or as a principal in order to sort of like make it successful? And why do you think some of them disintegrate? Or why do you think some of them just fail to run the organization? Anyone ready?
All right. What I feel is that when you build a team, the synergy is very important. Well, and I believe the synergy is not only motivated by money, because if you gather people with money mindset people will leave you because of money too. So I believe apart from money, there are something else that put people together. Let's say they want to learn from each other together. They want to learn from you. Or probably there are some people in the organization that I can learn with. So they will stay together. And the whole organization will just keep learning together to go to the next level. And the other thing I look at it is that, to be frank, personally, I don't like to work alone. I don't really like to work alone because you have to take all the objection alone. You have to take all, the negative alone, and you go to suffer alone. It's very tough for me. So I've decided to build a company with the rest of the partners, and we can handle it together. All right, and we can build a company to the next level together. That's how I look at it. Thank you.
Ben?
I think leadership makes a difference between successful agency and disintegrated successful agency. I believe our leaders in our industry need to be generous, willing to spend time with the negotiators, and willing to share their experience. And basically, and motivated the negotiators is very important especially for new negotiators. Basically, in our in our agency, we do help our negotiators to close their first sales, especially in primary sales tools who can't expect what the question that the purchaser will ask. Yeah, I believe with this with this action, we don't do by but we really work up to help the negotiators to close the first sale with this action. The negotiators will keep along with us. And we do have what is they call the annual dinner and weekly meeting for these our top negotiators share their experience with the new negotiators.
Short and concise, teamwork, support, mentorship, and this is what we preach within our night crank cultures. Got support from various departments, from valuation, research, property management. We do things together, and this is so far the formula that we have been working as a successful team. Not to say the disintegrated team, they may be successful, they may be making a lot of money, but if they do have all this in line, that definitely will really make things better, and they definitely can achieve a greater heights. So that's basically just a very short assessment.
Thank you. Young people, the way things are done, marketing in the young people's world and the baby boomers' world is one world of difference. Sometimes I say the newspaper will die when the baby boomers die. And I remember listening one day to a teacher in a college complaining that one of the reasons why the college is not doing well is because they are still advertising in the newspaper, trying to get students to become students of the private university, when the 16, 17-year-olds who are going to be the prospective candidate don't even buy the newspaper. I also hear of developers complaining, how do I sell my house or apartment to young people when the young people don't read newspaper and the developers being baby boomers don't know how to reach you. So young people's means and methods of marketing, you're very much into social media nowadays. It could be in many forms. Could you maybe share with us what do you sometimes use, what do you often use, and does it work? Do you get good results?
Mine is in corporate leasing. So mostly my clients are tenants where I pitch to them via this LinkedIn, Twitter. Those are my tools that I use to know their background. And of course, that is how that helps me in my business. And for the normal listing part, in the iProperty and the newspaper run-ons, and that's what we have been also with them. So a bit different than how maybe the rest, where they probably can tell you more, how they go and reach out in terms of getting those new things. So maybe I just pass on to them about the rest.
Hey Ben?
Okay, basically I focus in residential property. I think it works, but not all. I'm still using iProperty and Property Guru, and I believe you guys are very familiar, but I believe for some kind of property, like let's say that bungalow, this banner still works. For us as a negotiator, I believe we have to use all the method basically as long as it is useful. Yeah, but I believe for this social media, it works now.
Perfect.
Well, I actually use more of how to brand yourself. And one of the way how you can brand yourself is that you must have a personal website, like the one just now Colin said. Can I see a show of hand? How many have your personal website, personalized website? No, nobody. Oh, okay, at least one. Okay, so for me, can I share a little bit how you can build a website and generate a lot of leads, right? Okay, so first thing you're going to do is that you're going to tell them who you are in the website. Second, what you do. You're going to define yourself, what you do. You cannot do anything, isn't it? You cannot be selling properties all over in Malaysia, all right? You can specialize in something, all right? Third, how you can help them. How you can help them as of, maybe you can help them how to help them in pricing strategies, or how you can actually help them sell your property in how many days, something like how many months, okay, how you can help them. And third, you got to have social proof, testimonial. right? Because you got to show them. You are nobody to them, but you got to show them that clients, you have happy clients are, happy with your service. Social proof. And fifth thing is that you got to have a call to action button. All right. I have a colleague that have a personal website, and then I find it really hard to find where's the number to call them, or where's the email. They hide it somewhere, maybe at the 5th page, contact us. But you got to put there a big call to action button that make people to call you, or maybe you have some free report for them, which is something of value. Alright, people like something of value for free, isn't it? Alright, so you give out something of value for free and ask them to subscribe. So you got their contact, you got the leads, you got their number, you got the email. So that's how you generate leads, and then you got to find a way to qualify them, because not all the leads is qualified. Yeah. So this is the 5th thing that I put into my personal website, and if you are going to brand yourself differently, you must have a website. Thank you.
So there you hear it, a very, very different means of practice. Ladies and gentlemen, we will open up for 1 or 2 questions. Like I said, the practice is changing a lot. The way young people do things is very different from the elderly. If you have got something, a question that you want to ask, this is the time for you to ask. Anybody? Rafael shared a little bit about branding. Any comments by maybe Young Kian or Beth?
I think branding in our industry now, I think everyone knows branding. I think the most important is we have to sell our personality to the client. Marketing is just, okay, we get the opportunity for you to meet the client, but how to keep the client long term with you is your personality. Which my branding is actually how I sell my personality.
Yes, that's right. Branding is important. Of course, we are blessed that the international platforms that help us a lot. But when it comes to local market in your business, how you brand yourself up, your service line, and that's important to reach out to tell people what's your strength. And various departments they establish their strength, and that's where with the branding that you are focusing on that. We going to various service line. We just need to go and sell not only to people that is service side, what you're really good at, your personality, and hopefully that will get to people to know, okay, next time when you properly see, that's the guy you call. That's very important.
Okay. So, okay, I presume no questions. Okay, so ladies, gentlemen, let's give them a warm welcome again for sharing with us on selfishly the next generation leadership. Mr. Moderator.
Well, thank you, panelists. Stephen, our moderator, thank you very much. Just be seated for a while. It's really encouraging, right? I mean, to see all these young leaders, and I think they just gave us a lesson on art of leadership, and some of the key things they just mentioned. Also, and like for me to sit there and listen to that, and talking about empowerment, talking about giving clear directions, finding the best in them, synergy. And that's what it is, and to see these guys, now, and it's really encouraging to see you guys, getting to the top. God bless you guys. Right, so let's give them a big hand again.